Since Christmas is fast approaching, I thought it might be fun if we changed the scenery for the read-alouds. So I hope that you all enjoy our Christmas decor for the next month or so. SOAR, written by Hilary Daecher, illustrated by Angie Honadel. And this is a story about a hummingbird. And so I was drawn to it because here in Arizona, we get a ton of hummingbirds. SOAR. Aw, to Mackenzie, best wishes on finding your own path to soar. That's you, girl, it's written to you. Ramone Rubythroat has a big day ahead, so his mom wakes him up from his nice, cozy bed. Fluff up your feathers and learn how to fly. We need to find food, so let's take to the sky. Before he takes flight through the crisp morning air, Ramone needs a minute to relax and prepare. Today is the first day he will soar in the breeze. Will his wings work, or will he drop through the trees? Wishing this duty didn't cause him such stress, he wonders, how can I get out of this mess? Ramone understands that all hummers must fly, but must it be done in the air quite so high? Ramone's mom sees he's not ready to soar, so she perches and waits on a branch by the door. Quietly she hums, "What's the matter, Ramone?" He looks at her shyly and tries not to groan. "My belly, it hurts, and my wings, they are bent. My beak really aches, and my feet, they are spent. I don't think today is the best day to start. I'll feel better tomorrow. Cross my heart." Does this remind you of anything? You know, as a teacher in the classroom, I know if kids want to get out of something that they don't feel comfortable with, they'll say, "Oh, my stomach hurts. Can I go to the nurse?" And so that seems to be what Ramone is doing. Ramone shuffles his feet back towards his nest, hoping his mom will let him lie there and rest. As he snuggles back into his cozy, warm bed, daydreams of flying play out in his head. And look at his dreams. It's going great. All around doing these curly cues, loop-de-loops. Oh, all these different hummingbirds and their flight paths. Just a side note, this would be a great pre-writing activity if you have a really young kid at home. Before you can write letters, you could ask them to do a hummingbird path, just with their finger or with a pencil, and it's just a bunch of loop-de-loops. Flying toward flowers with vibrant red petals, wings flapping quickly to skip those with nettles, swooping and swirling with friends in the sky, Ramone hangs his head and lets out a big sigh. How's he feeling? Sad, left out. Wishing so hard for these dreams to come true, Ramone worries he won't know what to do. Deep down, he knows he's not ready at all. Ramone hollers out, "I'm going to fall!" And so he's convinced himself that if he tries to fly, he's just gonna fall. And sometimes we do that. We hype ourselves up. We get really worried about something, and we call that a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you worry that it's gonna go really poorly, it's probably gonna go poorly. But if you have confidence and think, you know, it's gonna be great, it'll be fine, it'll probably be fine. From his mom's wooden perch, she sees Ramone's fear. As she flits to his side, she lends him her ear. "Ramone, Mommy's here. Now tell me what's wrong." He whimpers, "I'm afraid that I might not be strong." "Don't worry," she says as she gives him a hug. "Just watch as I swoop down and snap up that bug." Ramone watches her dart through the flyers below, amazed by his peers as they put on their show. Look at all of his friends, swooping, diving, flying. As he looks closer from high above ground, he sees hummers swooping and soaring around. Their laughter and giggles float up to his ears, and he grasps that there really is nothing to fear. They're all having a great time. After a while, Ramone changes his stance. He grows more intense and thinks, this is my chance. Opening his wings as the wind picks up pace, Ramone sees the pride on his mother's bright face. You can do it, my son, his mother calls out, giving him a big smile before he can doubt. Ramone's knees shake and start to feel weak, but instead of stopping, he sticks out his beak. So he gets a little nervous, but he doesn't give up. He holds his head high. Pushing his body up into the sky, Ramone thinks to himself, let's give this a try. His wings quickly pump as he darts through the air. His mom flies beside him and yells, what a pair! What is she talking about? What a pair? A pair of what? Wings. We know that because the initial sentence said his wings quickly pump. And then she says, what a pair. A pair is something that comes in two. And then he has two wings. Wow! Ramone's doing it! He's flying. Ramone smiles at his mom, letting go of his dread, and thinks to himself, glad I got out of bed. Soon he spies flowers with nectar so sweet and slows to a hover to guzzle the treat. As he finishes up, Mom hums in his ear, I understand why you had all of that fear. I was scared too on my first day of flying. But I was more scared of not even trying. Ramone stretches his wings and takes off in flight, shouting out as he soars, Mom, I see you were right! Ramone now flies like he's in a big hurry, so glad in his heart that he conquered his worry. Yeah, he could still be sitting on that stick, on that branch, just thinking, oh, I wish I could fly. I wish it wasn't so hard. But because he took the chance, now he knows he can fly with the rest of them. And then we have some hummingbird facts and some conversation starters. So here's one of the questions. In the story, Ramone is afraid to fly. Can you remember a time when you were afraid to try something new? If so, what emotions were you feeling? You ever been scared to try something? How did you overcome it? Did you just go for it? And then what happened? You probably had a great time and realized there was nothing to be afraid of. There are some other questions there too. SOAR.